Hey guys, I've been stuck for a while, caught between a few different paths, each of them good, but which one is best? My goal is to become a fantasy author. I've been working towards that goal since I was 7, and in my humble opinion, I am probably only a few years away from professional quality. I've recently finished my book, which was the thing I had been working towards for 2 years. In that time, I have been working a job and have saved 25k. Fuck yeah, nice man. I have no debt and a cheap car paid in full. A decent chunk of money, but not close to the 100k everyone says is important. If you're living with your parents and you've saved 25k, you can literally live off that and not need to like get any new income for almost like forever. Like you could live off that for like 10 years probably if you were living with your parents, spending a couple £100 or dollars a month. So if you've saved anything, bro, I'd be taking the risk. I assume the question's going to be about like, should he get a safe job or should he pursue like writing? I'd already tell you, like, bro, you've already done so well to save up so much money. Pursue the passion, pursue the thing that you want to do. If anyone's watching this on YouTube and you're living with your parents as well, which is such a hack for you being able to take the risk, man. If there's like some job or career that you really want, but you think it's going to be like harder to make money from it, move back to your parents' home, have almost no expenses, and just fucking grind it out. Like stay broke. That's what I did to become a YouTuber. I was working a job in 2020, and I was making like £1,000 a month. Not much. It was kind of like part time, and then I was also making a few £100s a month from a business that I didn't like. It was like drop shipping. So I'm making like 1.3k a month, and I decided that I just wanted to go all in on YouTube. And the job I was doing was a distraction because it was like night shifts. It was taking time. I was tired. So I thought, fuck it. If I leave this job and I don't get the money, I'll leave this apartment. I'll move back in with my parents. I have no income, but I also basically have like no expenses, like 50, £100 a month. And so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just do that. So I left the apartment. I left the girlfriend that I was with as well. It was a good time to split up with her. And I just moved back home with basically no income. And I just lived like I was broke. I didn't buy any new clothes. My shoes had like a hole in them, which I found like kind of funny. I was wearing the same clothes. It was COVID, so like barbers weren't even open, but I was like trimming my hair and everything. The only thing I was buying was like maybe like protein powder, which obviously lasts like quite a while. And that was it. And I just grinded YouTube. I learned as much as possible. And then it took me 3 years to make my first 100k month after that. Not 100k, but like 100k in a month. 3 years from that point, or even slightly less than 3 years. And I made my first $1 million in 2023 as well, profit. So yeah, it took me 3 years to become a millionaire of going all in. I'm not saying it's going to happen to you, but it can happen. It absolutely can. And the only way you're going to become a millionaire when you're young is through one of these things, like it's like a business, or it's like, okay, becoming a professional writer or whatever. That's the only way. And also it's also probably the only way you're actually going to have a satisfying life. This great debate of like, should I do the thing that's going to make money, or should I do the thing that I'm actually passionate about? The thing you're passionate about is often the thing that actually will make the money. And you think the thing that's going to make you the money, that like is so easy to make money, you actually won't even make money from it. Like if there's a guy watching this on YouTube, I guarantee he's got two things in his mind. He thinks, okay, I really want to do the passion thing, which is like, I want to be a YouTuber, but I can make money easier by doing like drop shipping or something. To that guy, I'll say, like, okay, go and make $1,000 from drop shipping this month then. And he won't. And he'll make no money from it for the next 6 months, 12 months anyway. The thing you think is easy money is not fucking easy money anyway. So you may as well just do the thing that you're actually passionate about, because the passion is like a competitive advantage. You know how people used to say, like, don't choose the thing you're passionate about, just do whatever makes the money. That was actually pretty good advice 10 to 20 years ago. Anyone who says it now is just like so ignorant to how the world works now. Now, the only way to make money is through your passion. Like the only way, because look, every field is competitive. Every single field, every business, every career has high level guys inside of it striving. The only thing you have as a competitive advantage is choosing the field, the career, the business that you are passionate about, because you'll just work way longer. I was literally like sleeping in bed. I won't show you, but like, bro, there's a fucking girl in my bed right now. I was literally sleeping in bed and I started thinking about fucking YouTube videos. Look, it's 6 a.m. It was 5 a.m. when I woke up. I'm already fucking rich, bro. Can you just imagine this for a second? Think about that for a second. Just think, I'm already rich. I retired like years ago. I don't have to be here. Look at the fucking time on my computer. It's a Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. There's a white girl in my bed right now, and I'm fucking recording this video. Why? Because I'm fucking passionate about it. Because it's purposeful. Do you see how this is a competitive advantage? Do you see how the only way to become successful these days is actually to choose your passion? It's not like how it was in the old school business money like life 5 years ago, 10, 20 years ago, where what you were passionate about couldn't make money. Like if you were passionate about skateboarding 10, 20 years ago, the only way you could make money as a skateboarder was maybe you'd somehow get like sponsored or something, maybe. Or you'd like be a skateboarding teacher and make like $20 an hour, but you'd have like 2 clients, so you wouldn't make much money. Let's say bodybuilding. The only way you'd make money as a bodybuilder, apart from becoming, like Arnold or whatever, 10, 20 years ago, was with personal training. You'd maybe get like 5 guys, 10 clients paying you like a few $100s a month. That's it. Now, that's not the case. So look, 10, 20 years ago, you'd look at all these people who were trying to make money from their passion, the bodybuilder, the skateboarder, and you'd be like, stop being retarded, just go get a good career. This is what our parents would say to us. This is what like businessmen would say. They're like, oh, well, I'm not passionate about this business, but it makes the money. Now think about it. Now, if a bodybuilder wants to make money, how does he make money? Social media. He sells a fitness program. I'm quite into bodybuilding, right? I was like 5 years, 6 years into bodybuilding. I made a fitness course as like part of my YouTube channel, and I made like $200,000 from it. In 1 year, I made more than what about 4 doctors make, and I was working like 10 hours a week. It's your passion that gets you rich these days. Think one more time, bro. Look at the fucking time of my computer right now. You can see it here, right? Look at the time it is. You already know that I'm rich, right? I think if you're watching this, I'm assuming the guy who's watching this on YouTube, you've been watching me. You've known about me for a while, right? You know how much money I make. You know I make over $100,000 a month profit, and I've made over $100,000 a month profit since like fucking like 2023 March or something. I think I've had 1 or 2 months that dipped below 100,000 since the last like fucking 2 years and like 3 months. Can you think that for like 2 years and 3 months I've made over 100K profit per month? I don't have to be here. I don't have to be recording this. The saying goes, like, if you have $1 million that you've made when in your 20s, you don't have to work again for the rest of your life, just because you can put it into compounding investments and you can get like an extra 10% every year. That's 100K a year, whatever. You don't have to work again. I'm here because I'm literally passionate about it. Look at the time. Just think, bro. I could be having sex right now. There's a fucking white girl in my bed who's gonna fucking she's fucking stunning. And I'm here fucking recording this video. That's the competitive advantage. When you try and choose the thing that you're not passionate about, you will not wake up early to go do it. You wouldn't be here at 6 a.m. working on it. See the difference. So this debate, money or passion, we think it's like, the passion might make us money, but it probably won't. But the money, that career that would make the money, that's so easy to do. No. It's not like that. It's not like that. There's a reason why that path of money that you're talking about, you've made $0 fucking dollars from it, or that you've not even made much money from it. It's not as easy to make money even from the easy business models. It's really not, bro. I used to think trading is easy, dropshipping is easy. When you really go into those fields and see everyone who's grinding and reading books, and there's people who are complaining that it's been so long and they've made no money and they're about to switch, then you'll realize, like, oh yeah, bro, there's no easy path to making money. There's no fast, basically the only easy and fast way to make money is through your passion, something that you literally, like, you'll get ideas about in the middle of the night. With YouTube, for example, I literally, bro, it's 5 a.m. I'm cuddling, and I literally get ideas for like, I should go record, and I should make this kind of goal where I write down how many videos I'm going to record for the rest of the year. Like on this channel, it'll be 161, like 7 times 23 weeks. And on my main channel and my Hamza Money channel, it'll be 3 times a week. I think that was like 69 videos. I was literally in bed at 5 a.m. and I got this random idea of like, you should go like write your goals in this format, like how many videos you're going to record for the rest of the year. Imagine trying to compete with me if you were doing YouTube just for money. Like, just think about that. Imagine trying to compete with me if you were doing YouTube just for money and you didn't really like it, you weren't passionate about it, it wasn't purposeful for you, you were just kind of waking up at 9 a.m. and saying, okay, I'll go to the gym first, I can't be arsed, so I really don't want to record this video. You couldn't compete. You couldn't compete with the guy who's passionate. Just think about this phrase. You could not compete against the guy who's so passionate that he will leave a girl in his bed at 5 a.m. to go and work on the thing. You could not compete with him. Only if you would do the same thing. That's why it is absolutely and utterly the only way to make money now is through your passion. Originally, my plan was to use that money to build myself a small shack, tiny home type of thing on my parents' property, giving me the perfect productivity place to live without having to spend rent. That's actually a fucking sick idea. A great use of the money would benefit me in so many ways. However, building that would probably take up all my money, so I've decided to pause for a little while. The question is how long. To be honest, bro, just write in your room. If you're trying to work in your parents' home, understand there's going to be a couple of distractions every now and then, but just like you don't need to. Some guys will say like, "Oh, I can't work at home." They always end up poor. Any person who says to me like, "Oh, I just can't work at home. I get distracted, whatever, so I go work in cafes." Every single time, 100% of the time, they're always poor. If you can't work in your room, even if there's some distractions in the home, you will stay poor for the rest of your life. I'm telling you. I have spoke to, hundreds, maybe even thousands of like entrepreneurs and everything. All the poor ones are the ones who insist on working outside. Every single time I see someone who's got like a laptop outside, and he tells me that's the only place he works. Like I'll take my journal, my Kindle, my phone, whatever. But it's like I'm just kind of fucking around getting a coffee for fun. But there's people who say like, no, I can't work at home. They're always poor. And so it's the same thing for you, bro. It's like, if look, you're watching this, and also for everyone on YouTube, just suck it up and fucking work from your bedroom at home. And if your parents are distracting, try your best to just fucking stick to it. Don't get pissed off. Your parents will interrupt you only for like a few seconds, an hour or something, but you control, okay, how long you get pissed off for when they do interrupt you. It took me quite a while to get the respect from my parents in terms of like they knew I was doing YouTube, but I remember there was not much, but I remember there was like a handful of times in the first 1 or 2 years where they interrupted me, and it was like it really pissed me off. I remember once I was on a podcast with someone, and I was doing podcasting. This was super early days. Like I had like 2,000 subscribers, and my dad kept on trying to open the door even though I had it locked, and it was like it threw me off, and I couldn't focus again. Then when I went downstairs, I was like angry. And he was like, him and my mom started laughing at me, and I looked at him seriously, and I said, like, I'm working really hard, and you can't treat me like a child anymore. Apologize. I said like this, bro. I felt like weird, bro. But it's fucking intimidating. I was like stared him in the eyes like this, and that's when he cracked, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He fully, from that point on, he became like my dad became like my biggest protector, because your parents are used to you, and you can't blame them for this. Your parents are used to you being cummy, like fucking cummy. Think about that for a second. Your parents are used to your room smelling like cum. They're used to you shouting whilst playing video games. Can you blame them that they're like, walking in thinking you're not doing anything important? Yeah, sure, recently, we've been way more productive for the last 1 to 2 years. But for 10 years, they smelled cum and like fucking sweat, and they heard us shouting on fucking Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite. Can you blame them that they're like interrupting you and thinking you're not doing anything important? Can you really blame them? We can't. So you, one, need to accept, okay, fair enough. I was a cummy, stinky little boy for like 10 years. It's going to take me a little while to get my parents' respect, number one. So don't be pissed off at them. Be pissed off at younger you. Number two, start speaking to them like an adult. Hype up the work you're doing. Tell them seriously, like, okay, I've got this task I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to record this video. Please, no one disturb me. I want to focus on it. Oh, like, yeah, I'm working really hard. There's someone who's in my business. I saw a video. He made $10,000. Oh, I want to get rich as well. I'm working. Well, what jobs did you do when you were young? You start like you talk like a fucking man to your parents. Ask them about their sort of story. What jobs did you? What was your dream? How did you want to make money? Did you ever have the choice between money and passion? And you're like, yeah, like I want to do YouTube. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to record. But if you try not to disturb me tomorrow, I'm going to really try and focus. Just that. And bro, every now and then they'll walk in anyway. And you can't blame them because one, they still think you're a cummy little boy. But two, it's also just like muscle memory habits. People live by autopilot and whatever. But just get into the habit of just working at home. It's not that big of a deal. Additionally, YouTube is something that is also one of my goals, reviewing books and discussing writing. Becoming a prominent figure in that space will work wonders for me, getting readers whenever I get to publish. Yeah, I agree with this as well. money focus. I will focus all my time on getting to that 100k save range, like everyone discusses. No, this sounds a bit retarded. Like you've mentioned twice, like everyone discusses. I don't know where you've heard that, but you don't need 100k saved when you're living with your fucking parents, bro. I think you mentioned somewhere like what your expenses are, and it should be like a few $100s a month or something. 25k is more than enough. You're just being a pussy right now, by the way, Jonathan. You're being a coward. 25k, you leave your fucking job and you just go write your books for about 2 to 3 years. You don't need another bit of income for 3 years right now. You don't need 100 fucking k. I don't know where you've heard this, bro. Stop being a retard. Like for everyone else, bro, if you've got like fucking 1k saved, I tell you, and you live at home with your parents, I tell you, fucking quit. Why the fuck you working some job? Why the fuck you saving up money? The money's gonna disappear. Fucking the biggest thing you can do is not give a shit about money these days. It's to build the thing you actually want to like take serious in life. Quit your fucking job like today. 25k is more than enough. If anyone's watching this and they have 1 to 2k, that's more than enough. Your expenses at home should be a few $100s a month. If you've got like 6 months of fucking expenses minimum, and fucking Jonathan, you've got like fucking 5 years of expenses, asshole. Stop fucking being so scared. You've got like 5 years, even 10 years. If you spend like $200 a month, you've got 10 fucking years of expenses. Are you a fucking maniac? Oh, I want to get 100k. You don't fucking need it, bro. I'll work 3 jobs. No, no, no. If you live like this version, I'm telling you right now, you'll never be successful. You'll be the same fucking working to maybe middle class man who hates his life, who's constantly just saying, yeah, yeah, once we pay off the mortgage, yeah, once we've saved up 10k, yes, once we've paid off the car. Stop acting like a fucking like immature working class man. Probably, no offense, but probably like your parents. Stop doing that. You need to take a fucking risk. You're a young man. This is when the risks count. Leave your fucking job today and do nothing other than writing for the next like 2 to 3 years, and I'll allow you to record like a YouTube video like maybe once per week maximum. Only reason I'm going to say you do the YouTube is just because I know for a fact it will actually help you to sell the books and, you know, build up the following. For anyone else, I wouldn't say do 2 things at once, but for you it makes sense because that's how you'll get the readers. Fine. But yeah, fuck all this. You don't need the shack. You don't need 100k. This is what you do. You drop out. No. You don't work less hours. You leave the job right now. The only thing in your mind is YouTube. You wake up and it's just YouTube. You wake up and it's just YouTube. You wake up and it's just writing. Sorry. YouTube can be like one thing you do every Saturday when you've got a bit of time and it's fun, whatever, but it's like a secondhand thing. If you just do the YouTube, you won't be living out your dream. If you just do the writing, you'll be living out your dream. If you do 95% writing and 5% YouTube, that'll be the best case scenario. You quit the job literally today. You don't need any more of the income. You don't need it at all. The biggest thing you could do at this age, just like I did, is quit the job and spend full time on the thing you want to build. That's it. So you asked here for this poll. I would click on the writing path. Let's see what everyone said. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I would not do this. Mix of both. Mix of both, you'll be shit at everything. This is the deadly option. I'm surprised so many guys voted for that. You'll be shit at everything. If you do a mix of both, you'll kind of keep working on the thing. Maybe you'll build the shed. You'll work on some YouTube. Maybe you'll try this other thing. You'll be shit at everything and you will not secure this. If you secure this, what you've said, where in a few years' time you can become a professional writer. And for anyone who's watching this on YouTube, if you believe, okay, in a few years' time I could become like a full-time YouTuber, whatever, that is like the golden goose. That's like the foundation, the priority. That is the one thing that you think about. Well, when you're fucking a girl, I want you to be thinking about, okay, a few more years and I'll be a full-time YouTuber, writer, whatever. When you're brushing your teeth, you think, few more years, that's it. That's, okay, I'll be a full-time writer, YouTuber, whatever. That's the big thing. Your life is about this statement right here. And anything that doesn't help you from this leaves your life immediately. You don't pick up some random new little side hustle or whatever. You don't keep doing the job. You don't need the money. You fucking leave all that. The biggest thing in your life, Jonathan, and for anyone who's watching this who wants to go all in on something like YouTube or whatever, you have to just put as much of your brain power as possible into the craft. That's it. You have got one craft in your life right now in this season. For you, Jonathan, it's writing. For other people, like for me, for example, it was YouTube. You just do that. You don't balance it with something else. You don't start some weird project where you start working on a fucking shed or whatever. You don't, sports and exercise is obviously okay because I will boost your writing. But you don't keep working a fucking job just because there's a coworker you want to smash, whatever. No. You wake up, you live, breathe writing, and you eliminate and you subtract as many things as possible from your life. You want to know how to become a genius, right? Do you want me to tell you how to become a genius? Do you want me to tell you how to become like a fucking expert? You have the vehicle, writing, YouTube, whatever. And then you remove everything in your life apart from that thing. That's how you become extremely competitive. Choose the thing you're passionate about and remove as many things in your life apart from that thing. Done. You'll become a full-time writer in like 1 year, 2 years from now. You'll make a full-time living from it. Your goal should be full-time writing. You write every day. Your life is optimized towards writing. For anyone else who's watching this, okay, your life is optimized towards YouTube, whatever. Your day is optimized for it. The time you wake up, the way you work, the exercise you do, all of it helps you become a better writer. And your goal is that within 1 year from now, you make like 2K in a month, for example, and then you're full-time. And then you're literally like, okay, making a living from the thing. And to go from like 0 to 2K is hard. You probably will take you about a year. But then to go from 2 to 5 to 10 might just take you another like 6 months or something, or maybe even another year. But you've like 5x'd it. And then you're living the best case scenario where you just write full time, you work like a couple hours a day, and you're making a fucking awesome amount of money from it. You will only achieve that if you quit your job, if you quit all the other fucking random little ideas. This is cancer. This is like you've got a wife who you're in love with and you constantly are thinking if you should cheat on her. This is fucking bullshit. You don't think about the random other ideas, this novelty thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. You're a full-time writer, and any thought in your mind which isn't about writing, you remove it immediately. You don't need a fucking shack. Invest in maybe a better office space and join ECC so you can leverage your skill of writing by teaching others. Yeah, that's a good idea. ECC, when Philip said join ECC, that's my money program. I usually don't link it on this channel, but you can probably find it somewhere. That's how to become an educational content creator, like a YouTuber like me. So you can leverage your skill of writing by teaching others. This is essentially what you call the writing path, but really it's the actual money path that you can leverage and make the most out of. Yeah, I agree. The shack is basically the ideal writing space, way better than a typical office space, and I do intend to make educational videos. But should I get the money first, making it 10 times easier to do what I want, or just go all in and risk losing it? Go all in. And honestly, going all in is actually less risky than getting the money first. I'm telling you, like, this is absolute 10 out of 10 retard thinking, by the way, to like, oh, get the money first, just work for another year or two or save up money. That's so fucking ridiculous. Saving money, saving a couple K when you're young is really powerful. Saving more than that is now, it's not powerful, it's immature, and it is cowardly. I know this sounds weird, Jonathan, but in the future you'll remember this video and you'll remember that I was right. You're being a coward, basically. You have everything you need to drop out and literally pursue your fucking dream. And here you are like a coward saying like, oh, but maybe I could just make another 75K first because I really need a shed. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Come on, you're being a fucking pussy, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You've got more than enough money. You work so fucking hard to save up this much money. Now you should be smiling, thinking to yourself, like, fuck me, like, younger me grinded. Imagine all those shifts that you did in your job. He grinded so you could have this, like, this golden goose, this cash nest right now. Drop out and do nothing but writing. That's the dream, is literally you're already writing full time. And yeah, the best case scenario is you're making money from the writing, and you've got the shed and whatever. But do that when you've made money from the writing, right? So go spend 1 year just like working from your bedroom with no income, no job, literally just writing and making a YouTube video like once a week. Once you've made your first like 2K, 5K, whatever from writing, then you can consider as a side project, okay, I might make this shed, whatever. But then by that point, by the way, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, you might just want to like move out of your parents' home anyway. Just see how this shed idea is just so retarded, because it's just such a distraction. It's like you're being a pussy. I'm telling you, this is cowardly, and you might not believe it right now. The reason why you're wondering about the shed is because you're saying like, oh, I've got this prerequisite before I can go all in, because you're scared of starting to actually write full time because it might be shit to begin with. It's like when you see the girl and you're like, oh, well, I can't speak to her right now because she's got her headphones in. No, just say that you're fucking afraid of her rejection. You're afraid of starting to write full time. And so this is why you're creating like these fucking brain dead fucking ideas of like, oh, let me just get a shed first. The shed's going to take fucking months. It's going to take fucking months. How about you write in your room for like 1 fucking year, start making 2K a month, and you can just travel the world and you don't need to keep living with your fucking parents anyway. The shed's fucking retarded. Just destroy it from your mind. That's something that when you buy a house 5-10 years from now, okay, you're sure you can do it, or you can have a writing room, whatever, fine. But like, why the fuck, you don't need that right now with you living with your fucking parents. Work in your bedroom for 1 year, start making 2K a month by the end of this year, which I think is, by the end of 1 year, which I think is reasonable from writing, bit of YouTube, AdSense, whatever. And then go travel and move to a place that like you don't even need the shed, you've got your own space. The shed is such a retard idea. Saving up more money is retard idea. Full-time writing or you're a fucking pussy. For everyone else who's watching this, the same advice is exactly the same for you. If you're debating about like full-time YouTube or whatever, if you got any prerequisites in your mind, like, oh, but I just need to do this thing first, you're a fucking coward. I know you think that you need to do that thing, but I'm telling you right now, if I was in your life, I would, because my brain is better than yours, I wouldn't think that I needed to do that thing. You're only thinking that you need to do the prerequisite because you're a coward and you're scared of actually putting yourself out there, because then it's go time. How about you stop being a fucking pussy and you go and write and you go and record the video? Stop this bullshit, like listening to the resistance of your creativity. Oh, you know, how about I need a shed first? Shut the fuck up. I need a camera first. Shut up, pussy. Pussy. Fuck you. There's people who've got millions of subscribers from their phone. There's people who have wrote books from like fucking like on fucking pen, paper, typewriter, bullshit, cafes, Great Depression. Fuck you if you think you need a fucking shed or a fucking camera. I need this thing, I need this thing. But sometimes my parents are loud, I can't record a video. Fucking record around the time that your parents aren't loud, then you fucking retard. Oh, but sometimes, shut up. You're being a fucking coward. You're literally, you have your dream in front of you that no one else is going to pursue other than you, and you are pushing it away because you're just scared. Stop being fucking scared. Put one foot in front of the other and say, you know what, I'm going to start fucking writing full time from today. I'm going to message my fucking work and tell them, yep, I'm not coming in. 2 weeks notice, I don't give a fuck. If it's a shit job, you don't even need to give them 2 weeks notice. Just say, sorry, that's it, whatever, boom, goodbye. That's it. Full-time writing from today. No bullshit prerequisites, camera, I need to do this, I need to do that, shut the fuck up. Oh, well, you know, university, shut the fuck up. Start from today, full-time. No fucking, like, prerequisites, waste of time. For anyone who's watching this on YouTube and you've wanted to do something similar, full-time writing, podcasting, YouTube, whatever, you don't wait. The skill is, can you fucking act like a full-time professional today? It's so easy to think, oh, well, I've got the real reason why I can't start today. It's because I don't have a camera yet. Every time some kid says that to me, I'm like, you're such a little bitch. Record on your fucking phone, you pussy. Fuck you on about, like, oh, I don't have a camera. I don't have a shed. Shut up. Come on, I hope you feel like shit when I'm saying this to you. I hope you're like smiling, going like, yeah, he's right. I'm being a fucking retard. A shed. Work in your fucking room, bro. Work in your fucking room for 1 year. Make 2K a month. Then you can move out. You didn't need the shed in the first place, right? This is resistance to your creativity. This is just the weak, cowardly part of you thinking of bullshit that you need to do first, which you don't, just because you're scared of actually doing the creative task, because then you'll be judged, because then you'll realize you're probably not as good as you thought you were, right? The only way you get past this, you slice through this creativity, is by just shutting the fuck up, stop thinking of bullshit, random new tasks, and just going to do the work. That's it. It will feel like shit sometimes. Sometimes, even 5 years in of me recording YouTube videos, sometimes I'll record a vid and be like, oh, that was a bit shit. It happens. That's part of being a creative. That's the advice. Jonathan, you're a pussy if you don't quit your job and start full-time writing today. And anyone who's watching this on YouTube, you're a pussy if you don't start today. No prerequisites. No like, oh, I've got to go start this thing, whatever. You're a fucking pussy if you don't start today, right? You get to live the dream literally from today, full-time creative. And for anyone who's watching this on YouTube, top link in the description, you can join our community where you can ask questions like that. It's like it's like social media for guys on self-improvement. And this course here, the full work guide, would help you if what I've spoke today is relevant to you. So it's about like how to find the thing you want to work on, like, you know, how to find the mission, basically, how to then be productive at it, how to actually get really fucking good at it. So you can join this course, and obviously you've got like all the other courses we've got here as well. So yeah, top link in the description. Come join our little social media platform.